This nibble originally aired on RSBANDB Update 806, RuneScape Dungeons & Dragons. Enjoy. Jagex ran a one-shot D&D campaign on their Twitch channel with a bunch of content creators, which they hired a professional dungeon master.
There is such a thing as a professional dungeon master?
I forget where they hired him from, but...
I freaking blew it. What did I do with my life? You could have just been a dungeon. You mean you just could have sat and told?
Yeah, I mean, I forget the name of the website, but there's literally a website you can go to. If you have 6 people, you can have the dungeon master build a story for you and bring this group on a one-shot. And they'll help you build your characters if you're not familiar with that and whatnot. And they'll also take you through the campaign as it goes.
Well, that is awesome.
Yeah, they had they had Zilandra, Evil Lucario, Scaredy Ginge, the RS guy, and Makeru on board for this one. I've done a one shot before myself. It was pretty fun when I did it. D&D is a bit hit or miss, though, when you're watching. And what I found on this, I watched about half of this, is that to really get something out of this, I had to put myself in the mind of what could potentially be around the next corner as if I was in on the session. Because just watching this really on its own, I found wasn't that entertaining. And this isn't because the people were bad or anything. It's just because when you have a group of new players, it's not necessarily fun to watch because they're still learning what all the limitations are of the game and whatnot with it. So it's a 3-hour live stream. So if you have the time and you like D&D, this is probably something you want to watch. But if you don't have the time for it or you're not entirely sure what D&D is, I'd probably give this one a skip.
Right on.
But they did actually tease some stuff that might be inside the. Well, that's not good. My mouse is lagging. Anyways, hopefully we don't need a mouse for the rest of this. But they did tease some things that might be a Raksha specific attack, like the Shadow Bomb attack. So, I mean, if you want to get a head up on what the boss might look like, this might be something. But then again, keep in mind that D&D is an entirely separate game from RuneScape, and what you're seeing on this live stream is effectively a RuneScape-themed D&D and not a RuneScape game as it works. So just keep that in mind. But overall, I think the Dungeon Master they had was great. You could really tell that he was professional and knew what he was doing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And, everybody else who was doing this were first-timers, so it's really no fault of their own that the stream kind of, in my view, is not that watchable. Because that's just the general nature of D&D, I think. So. Be interesting to try one of these. If they could release a set like this that was maybe RuneScape themed.
Oh, that or RuneScape D&D. That would be cool.
Yeah,
that could be fun. We got all the stuff, right? I mean,
you just got to theme it around D&D 5th edition and the tool sets that's used and whatnot. So,
we could make some badass quests doing that, Shane.
Yeah, you could.
Just for fun.
Really
and we know a dungeon master.
Yeah, I don't know if he
won't like it, but we you can be persuasive.
I think he'd want to create his own story if he was going to do that.
Probably.
And I have to say the best vessel for that would probably be Clan Quest.
Yeah, you'd probably find one.
I'm going to drop some hints over the next year or so and see if we can get that online sometime in 2021. You can find full episodes of RSBANDB Update right here on this YouTube channel. If you found this video useful or just enjoyed it, like and subscribe, or leave a comment.